Hello everyone, this is Indanam Dalian, and yes, to those of you who are familiar with who I am, there has indeed been a change, or more appropriately, changes. As good as the old sprites made by my great friend Burble the Camel were, it was about time an upgrade was warranted, especially since I was planning a soft reboot of this channel for the new year anyway. These new, clean and high quality sprites were commissioned directly from @Tamago and Rice, aka Setsu, on Instagram. He is no doubt a very talented artist, and I please ask that you go show his account some much deserved love and support. New sprites aside, what else changed you might ask? Well, for one, I purged the majority of the old content off the face of the channel. That isn't to say everything you can't see anymore is lost to the sands of time. Most of it was unlisted or made private, but I do admit some things may or may not have been deleted. Trust me though, if something was deleted, it was for good reason. Regrets aside, all of this is to say that I'm basically wanting to make a sort of clean slate to start fresh and create content at the level of quality and quantity I've been wanting to do so for the longest time. And I do have quite a bit I'll be wanting to get done by the end of 2026, but before I start talking about what I'll lay ahead, how about I take a quick look back at what I've managed to put out this year? Well, at least the things worth noting, because if I'm being honest, last year wasn't all that eventful. To start, I'm surprised I managed to put out 3 separate reviews last year, because I was going at a very lax and slow pace. In fairness though, one of them was an April Fool's gag that only took me 3 days to put together, another was a collab review where my friends edited their own segments for that video, thus reducing my workload, and only one of them was a fully fledged independent review that I admittedly rushed out just to have a genuine review out. I really gotta get my act together. Next is it's dawning on me on how little I actually put out last year, even if you count stuff that was wiped out by the purge. I put out 2 shorts that did okay? Both of them involved Perfect Cell, funnily enough. Oh yeah, the Bayformers stop motion battle. Yeah, this video was definitely the best thing I released, not just this year alone, but probably in the entire history of my channel. Not only is it one of the most highly viewed things I ever released, but it is something I am still really proud of to this day. Unlike a certain emergency alert system scenario I released 4 years ago. Anyway, all of that is to say, the channel didn't do too hot content-wise last year, but this year, I plan to get more out, and here's what's hopefully coming down the pipeline. Shortly after this video comes out, I'll be putting out an introductory video for the channel for new viewers who happen to stumble upon this current barren wasteland. A bit after that, at the end of every month of the year, I'll be uploading an episode of an upcoming series called Mustard and Friends, which will basically just be me playing around with my toys, and the plot will make absolutely no sense because I think it'd be funny. I also plan to fix the absolute lack of figure reviews last year by releasing a new figure review at least every 2 months. I would try and aim for 1 each month, but considering what else will be on my plate this year, I feel like 1 every 2 months is a more realistic goal. Unless if I decide to abandon the highly edited video format and just blabber on about a piece of plastic for 30 minutes straight. Also, I plan to release some unspecific videos every now and then, like some stop motions, maybe some smaller collab projects with my friends, and even a few discussion videos, as there are certain topics I do want to share my thoughts and ideas on, like a brief reimagining of certain plot elements of a certain animated series on Amazon Prime that I have very complicated feelings about, and other stuff that doesn't just boil down to big robots and lizards, like Cute Horse Girls. This game has had a goddamn chokehold on me for the past few months. Oh, and last but not least, by the end of this year, I want to release the first episode of the fully remade version of my series being made in conjunction with a few other SCU projects, the Saurians. As you may have noticed, the original first episode is gone. Well, that is unless you check the SCU playlist, but basically, I enlisted it because it was genuine donkey diarrhea. If you haven't already seen it, good. Please don't see it, just wait for the far better version to come out. I'll be releasing a sneak peek of the first few minutes once more progress is made, but that aside, I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me through this absolute nothing burger of a time period. I promise things will get better this year in terms of actual content. I swear on that. This is Indanam Dalian, stay safe and stay hydrated.